whatever name with dash, whatever name with dash is a warrant. Okay, it is a structured warrant. Any name with a dash, I'm going to show you. Okay, we have MTEL WA, we have HSI-CLJ, SP500-C22, HSI-CLQ. Okay, all that is a warrant. Warrant is not share. Okay, later on you will learn what is a warrant. So all warrants are not Sharia compliant. Remember that. That is not Sharia compliant. Okay. All counter that is Sharia compliant is listed over here with SYR, Sharia compliant. CI is composite index, meaning that this share is used to calculate the composite index. There are 30 counters used to calculate the composite index. The composite index is over here, 1402.7. This is a composite index, right? The main index. If you ever heard of Hang Seng, Nikkei, Straits Times, Dow Jones, all that are the index. Okay, so in Malaysia we have composite index, and we have about 20 other more index, but this is the main one. In order to get that number, they calculate 30 different counters. So all the counters with CI Sharia, CI Sharia. So that is a Sharia counter and also used to calculate composite index. This is the abbreviation names, short names for the counter. Okay, if you want to search the counter, you can search using the number given. This is a number given by Bursa Malaysia, or you can search by using the abbreviation. Okay, alright. This is the price close last week. The price close last week. Okay. And this is a price today, the highest price today. This is the price lowest today. Okay. This is a bid quantity. Bid quantity over here is a bid quantity. A bid quantity is the amount of share that the seller, that the buyer now floating. Okay, number of share now floating, and this is the number of share belong to the buyer. Belong to the buyer. For example, B Auto, okay, Bavaria Auto, B Auto here, we have about 56,000 shares floating or waiting to buy. They are about how many percent they are waiting now? How many percent? Okay. B Auto, Okay, we have about 32% now waiting to buy. 32% waiting to buy. 14% they want to buy about 52,000 shares. Okay, 6% about 276. 12% about 481.6. There is a price that they offer to buy. RM2.15, RM2.19, RM2.18. Because when they talk about buy, of course the price will become lower. You buy low, you sell high. Right? So over there you have ask. Ask is the price of the seller. Okay? RM2.20. There is a seller, about 8 seller over there. 8 seller now offer about 57,300 shares. They want to sell 57,300 shares at the price of RM2.20. Okay, if a buyer come, and this buyer want to buy 1,000 at a price of RM2.19, so they will put the order. Okay, let's take for example. Okay, so this is order. Okay, you put an order at what price? If you put an order, an order at buyer's price RM2.19, then your order will be float at RM2.19. It will be float. Okay, so you become number 17. You need to wait until all the 16 settle, then your name will be there for the settlement. Okay, but in case you put an order RM2.20, that is a seller's quotation. RM2.20. You put in order RM2.20. Once you enter, then you will not be listed, because your order will be executed directly with the price. Okay, once you put the RM2.20 and you enter, your order will be executed with the order made by the seller. Then the order will be settled. Okay, your name will not be float because your quotation match with the seller's quotation. The same with the seller. If the seller want to sell at RM2.20, then he need to wait another 9% in waiting. So he will become number 10. But let's say that you want to sell RM2.20, last time you buy at RM2. RM2.20 is in the money, meaning you are at the profit already. If you sell RM2.19, you also at the profit. You don't want to wait anymore. Because if you sell RM2.19 a profit, you sell RM2.20 a profit. Here, if you put RM2.20, you need to wait. You don't want to wait, you simply put RM2.19. When you put RM2.19, you enter, and your order will be directly executed with the order made by the first person in RM2.19. Okay? Alright, so if you see the execution happen, okay, the execution will be like this, like this. This is the execution. This, if you see any blinking over here, followed by the blinking here and here. Here, see? Okay, this is an order here. This is execution. Okay, there is just the order come in, execution. Alright? So if you see here, execution, you can see this number will increase. Okay, this number will increase. This number will decrease, or this number will decrease. Okay, if you see over there is a red. Okay, you see there is a green. Okay, so what makes difference between red and green? When you see green, meaning that execution is execute on the price of the seller. It execute the price match at the price of the seller, meaning there is a buyer come in, buy at the price of the seller. So it becomes green. If there is a seller come in, sell at the price of buyer, meaning lower, they sell lower, so you will see red. Okay, But again, as I mentioned, it is too tedious, or it is very difficult to follow every single movement in the counter. So that is why we look at the chart. The chart will give us a better understanding. Okay. Just now I've told you about the buyer, the seller. Okay, I'm going to show you. Alright, see there? You can see the green S. B is in red. Okay, so meaning that, for example, S here, until 9:03:15, all buyer pay at the price of 148. 148. Okay, 148. So what happened is that when the price of the seller 148 has finished, okay, there are 10 sellers want to sell at 148. All 10 seller has finished. The next price is 149. So what the buyer need to do is, the buyer need to up from 147 to 148. Okay, because 148 is now no longer available in the seller. The price, the lowest price offered now is 149. So buyer need to offer 148. Okay, right. If the 148 in the buyer has finished, then okay, you can see there 219, 222. Now they will reach to one time where all share offered by the seller has finished. Okay, this one finished already. So what happened is, this one 221 will go up. It will go up to 21. No more 220. So if buyer want to buy at 219, they will need to wait a very long time. Why? Because the lowest the seller want to sell is 221. So to increase the chance, buyer need to increase from 219 to 220. So all this will change. That makes the price go up or the price go down. Okay, right. So here, as you can see here, both sides is green here, meaning that the price is slightly increased. If you see all green, meaning that the price is increases tremendously. If you see all red, meaning that the price is decreased. Okay, the price is decreased. But if you don't want to see in terms of table like this, then you can see on the tracker. On the tracker, you will see the chart. Here, because it's just 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 50 minutes, the chart is still small. Right? Alright. So later, when you want to look of what happened to this particular counter, then we can simply look at the chart. This is the chart. This is the one that we are going to learn. When you look at this chart, should we buy now? Should we sell now? What should we do? That will be the question. That is the one that you need to analyze, and you need to give your recommendation. Your presentation will be like this. Okay? Every single of you will have one chart. One chart not shared with 5. One of you will have your own chart. So you need to analyze with your friend, okay, and if you have 5 in your group, then you will have 5 different charts. Okay? Right. Any question on technical analysis? Clear? So this is the one that we are going to